I am muted. Classic. Somebody must have muted me just as when I went live. Somebody did that. I know they did. Y'all can mute me. Why did I give y'all the ability to mute me again? Whose idea was that? Who? Fun.
Go on, Pascal.
Am I unmuted yet? Yay, we're back. Thank you, Tuik, for letting me talk. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Bailey's going to a thing, homecoming thing for the school. She's going as Rapunzel Shorthair with Pascal, aka Jeremiah. So there you go. There you go, y'all.
Say bye, Dad.
Bye. Bye.
Your daddy looks silly as some chippies.
I'm a bag of chips. I'm a bag. Bye. Anyway, hi everybody. How you doing? How was Florida? Muggy, but great.
I fed the other children.
Okay. What up, Cloven? How you doing? Oh, this thing keeps choking me. It's not easy being a bag of chips, y'all. Life isn't just a bag of chips. But Florida was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. I barely got any sleep, but that's okay. Well, no, me first. You technically were first, Banana. First day back, classic tsunami fashion. Somebody muted me or something. Somebody did that. I didn't do that. I have no idea what you're talking about. What up, Delta? How you doing today, Delta? Tuik, I hope you're doing well today. It was my idea that did the mute. Oh. Like gonna pop you? She could, all right? Bailey's scary, all right? I was expecting something to be... I thought I was going to be hit by it. I'm not going to lie. So... J-Dog, yeah, he has the best smile. He do have a pretty great smile. He gets it from his mom. Dirtmite, how you doing today? Again, Grong, how you doing today? Tuik, Delta, Turtle, Cloven, how you doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Arctic Wolf, how you doing today? Arctic, very menacing, holding that frying pan. I think she planned on doing that. Like, I think that was her plan the whole time. I finally hit Gold 2 in Overwatch, a new PR. Are you proud of yourself? I didn't see a redeem when the stream started. Okay, then I might have hit a button whenever I was typing. Because technically that mute is tied to a keybind, and sometimes I fat finger it. So, how's your day going? It's going all right. I took it pretty chill today since we got in yesterday at we got home at noon. I ate lunch, and I tried to keep a conversation going with Bailey and her sister and her mom, because we got Bailey's sister to house sit and take care of the dogs, and then Bailey's mom volunteered to take care of the kiddo for the time we were gone. And I was literally falling asleep sitting up, and then I slowly just apparently fell over on the couch and passed out because, again, we got in at 2 o'clock. We finally got to bed at 2 or 3 o'clock on Thursday. Got up at 7:30, 8 o'clock on Friday morning, and basically didn't stop until 11 o'clock on Friday, and didn't get to bed until 1 or 2 o'clock again. And then we're up at 7 o'clock and didn't get to bed until 11. And then our flight flew out at 5:30 a.m. And so we were up at 3. So no sleep. But it was cool. I rested today. What up, Pre-Pony? How you doing? Y'all, shout out to Pre-Pony. Y'all go check out her content, her channel. She was an amazing streamer at the event there in Florida. Fantastic to meet you. Her and my wife were working together on the puzzle they had at the convention, which was really fun that they had this really cool interactive puzzle. But it was really great to meet Pre-Pony. She was hilarious, really sweet, and super kind to us. I love your wife. She is pretty awesome, isn't she? She's way cooler than me, let's be honest. It's not easy being cheesy. Cheesy is my life, Dirtmite, all right? I figured I'd start off... I don't know what to expect with a costume-a-thon. I haven't done a big sub thing in a while or dono thing in a long time. And so I just was hey, it's September. I was planning on starting when I got back from ReachCon. And so here we are. And I decided I haven't worn the Cheetos outfit yet, so we'll be a bag of Cheetos. We got it at a garage sale for $1. It smells fine. Doing great. What games we running? I was gonna just chat for a little while, talk about ReachCon, answer any questions, show the pictures we have. Pony, am I right that wasn't Roman saying Wednesday at sometime Wednesday he was gonna try to get us like a Google Drive with a bunch of raw footage and pictures and whatnot of the convention? I think the Discord, we had a Discord for the convention and it's been zooming. I've been trying to like keep up with it all day while I've been chilling and relaxing. Dude, you should be Turtle. Good job, bro. Good job, man. But if we do play some games, the plan was to play some R6 tonight. So, what up, 7 Up? How you doing? Because we have the new season of R6 tomorrow, right? Or is it next Tuesday? You've done so much work. Yeah, from what you've said in the Discord, you've done a lot. MSG, man, you're right, George. MSG, really, really fills me out. I love it. George, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. If we could get a shout out for Pony, I'd appreciate it. If one of the mods could do that for her, please. Yo, what up, Winter? How you doing today? Or Whittier. What up, Jones? How you doing today, Jones? Great to have you here. I'm glad you enjoyed the painting segment challenge thing. That was so much fun. I've been big stressing about that for like a month as I've been planning that out and getting all that set up. I've never done something on stage in front of a bunch of people like that. I've done some silly challenge stuff on stream before, but never even to that extent, especially collabing with other creators. And so I was all nervous that whole time. So I'm glad everybody had it. Oh, does it? I must not have clicked enter. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. I'm in the past. Apparently, I loved going through all the headache of airports. Yes, there you go. Fortnite, Zelda, Pokemon, Ark, Among Us, Mario Kart, Mario Party, etc. And, oh, let me see. I don't know if I got to follow you at the... Yeah, I did. I followed the 1st of September. I'm good. I'm set. I got you followed up. Pony, double checking. I thought I was following a couple people when I got there, and I went to double check and I wasn't, and I felt really, really, really bad. I'm gonna do better at trying to like being active in as many people's streams as I can, at least giving lurks and chatting for a short while, since I've got so much going on. But everybody has so much going on, right? Season starts tomorrow. I'm inching closer to champ, but I got a few hours to grind. How close are you to champ? If you look away from chat in the Reach Discord for 1 minute, you are 30 messages behind. So true, Jones. So true. It's crazy. I've been trying to keep up, and my brain is fried trying to keep up. Oh, Turtle loves Overwatch. Oh, no. The man who painted my heart this weekend. Oh, Soul, really? Oh, that's so sweet of you, Soul. Soul, how you doing? Great to have you here. Hope you're doing well today, Soul. All right, let's see. Make sure... I am following Soul. Good. I just was double checking. All right. Soul, I hope you're doing well today. I'm all right. Spent the weekend replacing stress and throwing tea into the Boston Harbor, honoring my grandpappy's legacy. That's what we're talking about, George. Freedom. That's right. Show those British people that we mean business, even today in modern times. Oh man, I love the picture of somebody at the great out at the oh gosh, at the London Bridge, and they're pouring tea into the river at the London Bridge, and it's just like, haha, got him. Definitely not mad, but by the way, a $1 billion company owned by Microsoft. No, it's fine. I am doing good. I'm doing so well. The painting segment was amazing. It turned out so good. I think you did an amazing job. Oh, thank you, Jones. Again, I was so nervous. I was like, if I can make one person laugh and have a good time, it's worth it. And I was like, I really hope that Steph and Susie are having fun. I want them to have fun too. I don't want it to be super stressful for them. So I try to like spend time with Steph to help her learn a little bit before we got up there. And then we're flying in, and I'm thinking I have to do so much while I'm painting, because originally Aki wasn't going to be helping with hosting that. And I'm sitting there, and it's the first day of the con, and I'm thinking everything I got to do and how I have to be interactive and active. And I'm like, I can't do that while painting. I can't. So I went up to Aki, and I was like, hey, Aki, are you willing to help me out, man? I need some help. I know you're like Aki's super charismatic and he's hilarious, and I love Aki. I've been following him for years. I have him as like my therapy stream on the side when I'm editing late at night, along with several other streamers that I interact with. Like I have my peeps that I can kind of jive out and watch and have on a couple of different monitors if they're live. And I was like, dude, Aki, I would love the opportunity for you to help out and host it. And he's like, dude, I would love it. And so it was great. I think Aki was legitimately the cherry on the top, the icing of the cake. He tied all of that together and why it was so much more fun, in my opinion. Like, we had Susie up there and Steph, and they're hilarious and they're fantastic. And that's one of the reasons why me and Romans chose them to have fun. But then getting Aki up there, Bo, just the nice little bow to clean it all up. So thank you for that, Jones. It was so much fun, and big shout out to Romans for helping out with getting all the supplies for that. You play Minecraft? I've been debating on playing some Minecraft, Pony. I've been thinking about it. I've been itching. I'm just like, do I go back? Is it time? I gotta get my fix. You know, it's called Overwatch. Oh no. Welcome back, Sue. Good to see you back and like the costume. Oh, thank you. I was as Dirtmite was saying, I'm feeling pretty cheesy today. You know, I was going to start the costume-a-thon for September when I got back from Reach. So here I am. If it goes for a few days, great. If it doesn't, okay. I don't have to wear costumes for that long. Which is how it works, by the way. Every stream is a different costume. And my plan was like every 10 subs gifted, you get to choose a costume for the next stream. I think one of my thoughts was if somebody did like a 25 bomb or 50 bomb or something, which is outrageous, do what you can. But no worries, don't stress out. Then they can choose the costume. I have to change it right then and there or something. But I don't know. I didn't really get to think about it. So, but thank you, Pony, for the lurk. I appreciate that. Take care of those kiddos. I get that. Thank you for swinging in and chatting for a short while. Small indie game, lol, Overwatch. But Trevor, great to see you. Great to see you in the chat. Y'all, it was so cool meeting everybody IRL that I've known online, especially those that I've known for years. Like, it was great to meet the new streamers. Like, it was so cool to meet all the other content creators that I hadn't met yet or had got to know. And then it was just such a blessing to meet the people that I've grown to know over, like, the last 2 to 5 years. So it was so fun and such a blessing. Thank you for the lurk, Soulwave. I appreciate that. And doing good, man. I gotta get the little one to bed, but just want to stop by and say hi. I feel that. I got you. Thank you again for the lurk. Thank you for swinging in and chatting for a little bit. I've unpacked almost all of our books and the shelves back on one shelf, put together my glass bookshelf and started organizing the books. I made lunch. I organized the fridge. I made ice. I put pantry box in the pantry, and you're not even fully moved in yet. 61 RP from Diamond 3, and I won 10-ish in a row, and I'd be there. Bro, that's what, you got until 11 a.m., 10 a.m. Central tomorrow? You're missing out, TBH, in my opinion. Oh, at Overwatch. Not everybody likes Overwatch, Turtle. I still need to do a decor, little bits and pieces, and organize the bedroom stuff. I even moved my full-length storage mirror from the office into the closet by myself. That's great. You're getting stuff done. Take it easy, though. You know, you can always, hey, Elo, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Tsunami Gaming family. Make waves. Appreciate the follow. Elo, can we please get some welcomes in the chat for Elo as a new member of the family? And they deserve a warm welcome. Thank you so much for that follow, Elo. Elo, how are you doing today? But you can always organize stuff, or you can always decorate later in a day or two if your body needs to chill and relax. So, most patriotic thing I did is enlisting. Most patriotic thing I've done since enlisting. I didn't enlist. They didn't want me because of my broken body. So thank you for your service, George. I think I've said that before. But thank you for the lurk, Soul. I appreciate that. Aki is Twitch dad, honestly. Like Aki, like I look up to Aki when it comes to balancing like streaming and content creation with the family. In the past I've asked him for input and wisdom and prayer over, me and my wife going into the journey of having a kid. And then me doing this full time while juggling all this other stuff, and he's always been there for me. And it was such a big deal for me to meet Aki in person. It was so cool to meet Trevor, Aki, Jate, and because I've known them the longest out of so many people. And so I was like, hey, I get to meet them, I get to hang out with them. I've known Steph for like a year, I think, and so it was really sweet to meet Steph. I've watched some of Susie's streams, but I never really interacted because this is weird. I don't mind World of Warcraft, but I like watching it and just chilling in the background. And so I literally just would lurk in Susie's stream. And so whenever he was talking about how he does the penguin thing in his stream where he dresses up as a penguin, that's literally the first time I came into a stream as he was dressed up as a penguin, and I just thought it was hilarious. I have a pile of like 20 empty boxes to give to sister-in-law. Jeez. Get them all recycled. I will donate my whole life savings account if it means I can play Overwatch with one random person, bruh. You done great to get my brother to enjoy a painting segment. He isn't into art at all. I think the punishment part is what pulled him in. He was so impressed that he came and told you he liked your painting. He kept telling me it looked like something from Lord of the Rings. It's true. It's true. As soon as Aki said that too, Aki said that, Jones, and I was like, all I can see is Mordor. All I can see is like Mordor or a Mordor vibe to it. And then the lucky guy, a guy came in. I have his name. I forgot, but he won it, and he wasn't even a content creator. He just came in and was enjoying the con, and he won it. But dude, that's why I did the punishments. By the way, Jones, was for people who either didn't know who me, Susie, or Steph were, or Aki. They just know, okay, these people are streamers. And for the people who weren't into art, I wanted something that would get their attention, because originally I think we were going to try to do like a paint off, like I paint against somebody, but I didn't want to be like competitively painting somebody. I wanted it to be goofy. I want to be fun. I'm a goofball, right? I take my time when I paint, like when on stream normally. That's the fastest I've ever painted. I have never done a painting in under an hour. All my paintings take like 2 to 3 hours, even the ones when I used to follow with Bob all the time. So I was like, Romans, we're going to make it a punishment. We're going to make it pain. That way people can have a laugh. That way people can be invested with the story, and they can have fun with it. And they can kind of feel bad for us. They're like, oh, and then the people who have that toxic trait of, I could do that. It's a perfect thing for everybody, because whenever I would watch like Jazza years ago when Bob Ross stuff was super popular, and he did like the whole, I paint without watching along with Bob, I paint without being able to see, I paint without being able to hear, all these different challenges he did. I always thought like, yeah, I could do that. And then now that I did, I'm like, man, this is hard. So, it's crazy. Let's see. But I'm glad that your bro enjoyed it. I had so many people, Jones, that came up and told me they loved it, and that was one of my biggest worries, was I hope people enjoyed it. Romans put a lot of faith in me to put that together. He bought all the supplies, and paint supplies are not cheap. And so, he was willing to do that. And so I'm glad that people loved it. So it was worth the time investment for Romans, for the sponsors, for the convention. And then for me, I spent like a month kind of homebrewing that and putting that together. What's that in Twitch money? I'm not sure. 10 subs be like $50. So to do a subathon, the thing is with a subathon is that there's a kid that has to be taken care of, and I don't have somebody that I can get to come over to watch him during a day if it's during the week. So you can also get a few memberships on YouTube. You can. Welcome home, Cheetah Man. Thank you, Glacier. Yeah, 10. Loves a migraine and a bad time, bruh. What up, Sarah? Hey, Recharm was so special, and like you said, being able to see the people we see online is just so amazing. It's so true, Sarah. And I know that you came all the way in from, is it Puerto Rico? Came in from Puerto Rico, right, Sarah? I know I've been following you for a while on Twitch, and I normally lurk you up on the side when you play. It's been a little bit. Puerto Rico. Okay, yes, I was right. I remembered that. My brain has not been the same since a kid, so I'm still catching up. My brain's still readjusting to everything, so I still have goosh brain. So, Eli, I hope you're doing well today. Not doing much decorating yet. Working on getting things unpacked and organized first. Fair. Good idea. Banana. Big brain. I have one. I have one in the year old. I understand. Yeah, it's a big adjustment. I've been really trying my best to get used to it. And parents, man, they really they really have to learn a lot. You know, me becoming a parent has really opened my eyes to a lot of things, and it's such a blessing. It's a lot of work, but it's such a blessing. Also, I was to say I shipped out my old CPU to Intel, and now we'll wait to arrival of my new CPU. Dang. So you think the CPU is really just cooked, huh? ReachCon was such a blast. I loved the event a lot. Was blown away. Facts. It was so good for the time that it took to put together. Where they thought about it 6 months ago. They started putting the pieces together, and for like 4.5 months, they've been trying to get the wheels going for that. That's crazy what they were able to do in 4.5 months. I'm breaking them down yet. She has to use them for moving later. Okay, gotcha. Love you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna change my name back to RB Tune. It's hard to understand the one I have now. I love your art too, man. That was so awesome seeing that stuff. God bless, brother. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Elo. I appreciate that. It was so much fun. Steph did a great job. Susie did a great job. And I had a blast, honestly. Literally, out of all those punishments, the one I hated the most was when I had to switch hands and I had to paint with my offhand. I love painting with the utensils. I really want to do my own painting with just like forks, spoons, and knives or something like that. But thank you, Ela. I'm glad that you love the art. It's been a blessing to hear the people that were enjoying that segment. I was really nervous of that, so I'm glad people were really liking that. Compete with a Lambo for an edit. A Ford Pinto. There you go. Ford Pinto compete with a Lambo. That's right. Thank you for Lurk Turtle. But I think so. Sarah, when are you going to be back in Puerto Rico? I know that that's a big trip. That was a big trip, and I thought I went really far by coming through from Texas, you know. I really hate that I didn't get to go to Reach this year, but moving has been great. Yeah, y'all needed to get that moving done. Like, you got to get that move done. I'm pretty sure, I'm 99.9% sure there will be another ReachCon next year. And I'm sure all the content creators that are lurking or chilling in this chat from ReachCon can agree with me. It was such a big success. All right, it was, you know, a ride is a 3-hour flight, really. So where do they go? Do they go across the ocean with that flight? Because like from Texas to Florida, it was technically all in all about a 3-hour flight too. We had to fly an hour and a half to Atlanta, have a 3-hour layover, and then another hour and a half flight. I didn't realize that it was that fast of a flight. Wow, so it's not too bad. Was that all in one go, Sarah? I didn't get. I'm so upset. I did not get to get as many pictures with content creators as I wanted to. I got a few. And I was spending time talking to so many different people. I didn't get to chat with Sarah too much. I got to talk a little bit with Pony. Mainly my wife was hanging out with Pony. So I missed out with Sarah. Because Sarah, y'all shout out to Sarah, content creator there. Jones was there as well. Elo was there and hanging out. So if y'all want to go check them out, follow their channels. I'm not sure who all is the streamers or not. Because there was some people who were there that were from other communities and hanging out with us. And so, you know, be sure to check out all their content and support them up if they have that. But I would really appreciate that. They deserve the support. Amazing people. Everyone who was there was as sweet as can be, and nobody was fake. You know, it was one of those things where it was like, oh wow, you're just like you are in person as you are online. That's awesome, and it was so sweet. It was so awesome. Such an uplifting time. It really was so catered towards the content creators. Like, you know, if you weren't a content creator, you were just like a gamer, you'd have a great time there too. And like the panels were catered to really anyone. There was stuff you could pick from every single person that was speaking there. But there was so much that was catered to the content creators because when it comes to the Christian side of content creation, there's a lot more than there were 5 years ago when I started, 5.5 years ago. But it's still kind of a new space. It's still hard sometimes for churches to want to support up or understand what the content creators are doing or what Christian content creators are trying to achieve online. And it was really, I know I felt seen. I felt loved. I felt respected. I felt encouraged by the speakers, by everybody else there. The worship was on point. God was there. God was in that building and at that church. So, yeah, as soon as you added like the red to the mountain, he was like, "Is that Lord of the Rings?" He got a kick out of it when Aki said it too. Lol. He was also hoping that you all had to go do the blindfold and it was removed as punishment. Fun fact. Okay, so you know how Romans said there's stuff that went wrong that not everybody will know, and that's okay. Romans had so much going on, right? And I forgot to put blindfolds in the Amazon list, in the Amazon wish list, or the order list. So we didn't have blindfolds. So I tried to find like some cloth or something I could tear to make into blindfolds real quick, but I couldn't. So whenever I got my opportunity to remove something from the wheel, I removed blindfolds. Deep down, I really wanted that to stay, but we didn't have them. So I said, "Get the blindfolds out of here." so it was like, that's why I took the blindfolds off, because we didn't have them. But that's okay. Next time, if Romans will let me do it again, if y'all voiced that you loved it enough, then maybe we'll be able to do another one of those. All right, maybe we'll get to do another one of those events. I'll show pictures that I have that not Nick Cage got. Again, we're going to get some more pictures, clips, videos, potentially raw footage in the next couple of days from the event. Romans tried to keep all of it not live streamed. He tried to keep it live and not live streamed on purpose. He's trying to like build the hype to get people to come in and check stuff out and be there in person, because you got the tickets for free. You could get the tickets for free if you wanted. Like, they were selling the tickets at $300, but you put in whatever content creator sent you to go get a ticket. You put in their tag, like you put in Papa for your code. You got the code 100. You got the tickets 100% for free. And so all you had to do was pay to get out to it. And so it's like, you know, it's really great. I'm not loving our little home. That's good. Y'all get to make it your home over the next few days for sure. Yeah, bro, your leaves with the fork were on point. Yeah, right? I was like, man, what am I going to do with the fork? We're on the trees. And I had just gotten, was it Catherine? My brain was so frazzled. I think, I don't remember the girl that I got, which I'm so glad it won on the wheel, where we got to pick somebody from the crowd to come up and paint for us. That was so good, because that was from Steph's community. I was so happy that that wheel landed, or it landed on that part of the wheel, and we were able to get some people from the crowd. I think it was either Catherine, or it started with a K or a C. I can't quite remember, but she was so sweet. She was so nice, and I basically had her do all the trees, because I was like, we get her to do the base color of the tree, because I painted before with oil. Susie and Steph had never painted before. Susie has never painted before, to my knowledge. So I'm like, I already know what to do. I wasn't even looking at Bob's video. Like, I wasn't even watching. Like, after the first little bit of Bob's video, I stopped watching. I could only see half of the projector, because I'm like, man, I didn't put my easel in a very good spot. It's fine. I've watched enough Bob, so that's why my mountain size isn't the same, because I wasn't watching with Bob. So so I was like, oh no. But man, my timer's in a horrible spot. I didn't even think about that. We'll put that right there. There you go. But yeah, so it was really cool to be able to do that. The leaves were very fun with the fork on the tree. So much fun. I was like, I'll let her do the base, and then I can do the highlight. And that's what really makes the tree pop, is the highlight. So, bro, your painting blew me away. It was incredible. Oh, thank you. Who's Scruffy looking? Bro, I love the name, by the way. Perfect. Love Han Solo. Great character. Dude, I appreciate that. Thank you. Fastest I've ever painted was that right there. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I had the most completed painting. I think Susie and Steph's colors were fantastic. Susie did really, really well on his mountain. Susie's mountain looked great. And then it was hilarious that he put a little boat and a person on it in the corner. I thought that was so good. I was like, Susie, that's great. That's so good. That's such a good bit. How come? I wish I could have thought of that. Like, Susie was just on it. He was firing on all cylinders. But thank you so much, Scruffy. I was very happy with the painting, honestly, with the time that we had, the punishments, and all that. So it was so good. I'm not really here yet, so we're gonna have to make a phone call. Got you, Kim. Kim was met with us at the conference. Thank you so much, Kim, for being there. Definitely worth the trip. Is such a blessing, Sarah. It was such a blessing. I'm so sorry I didn't get to chat with you. I saw you. I think I said hi, Sarah, and I meant to talk with you, but it's kind of like what Aki was saying in the Discord. My ADHD brain was going crazy, and day 2, I got there at like right before 8 a.m., and I was doing setup all up until I did my painting thing, so I wasn't talking to like anybody, and then I was having to clean all of the stuff afterwards, and it took me and Bailey like an hour or two to clean all the equipment afterwards. So I half of my time I was spending working, and I didn't get to say hi or talk to as many people, and I'm a little sad about that, but next time. Puerto Rico is just in the Caribbean. It was further for you to fly. Really? I'm not good at world geography. That shows how good how not illiterate I am with geography. What up, Valk? How you doing? You don't notice it much once you fly frequently. What, the layovers or the flying? I'd never flown before this past weekend, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. The only thing I didn't like was forcibly checking bags because people would have carry-ons that were way out of spec. But that's because I'm OCD about rules. What's the point of rules if you don't enforce them? Delta Airlines. What's the point? But Valk, how you doing? Yeah, we're going above the waters, so we're not that far away. Man, we had to go all above the land. Like, I was like, wait, we could cut this flight in half if we just go straight to Florida and not over. Next time we need pictures. Facts, Sarah. Facts. I'm so excited. I'm locked in. I'm gonna do whatever I can to make it to the next one. I'm gonna do whatever I can and see what I can do to make it to the next one. I was as a guest on one of the speakers and had no idea what an amazing community it was here. Oh yeah, dude, there's some amazing people on this platform, Scruffy. There's some amazing content creators out there. You know, we're not like. We are all at different stages of our size of communities. There's some of us who have like really smaller, tight-knit communities that are there for each other, and they're slowly growing. Then you have some that are further along that are like partnered on Twitch and getting farther and farther. Then you have some of us who have like a split, kind of like me. I have my attention split to both YouTube and Twitch. And honestly, in the last like year, I've gotten better in my groove. You know, even with the kid. It's been tough, but we've been getting better in a groove. And there's some amazing personalities online. Yo, George, thank you for the $2 super chat. Again, since we're doing a costume-a-thon, we got it to where a tier 1 sub will add 5 minutes to the clock. Tier 2 adds like a minute and a half or something like that. And every 100 bits is a minute. Every $1 is a minute added. So I just added 2 more minutes to the costume-a-thon. So thank you for that $2 super chat. The fastest line for a fly isn't straight. What is it then, George? Youngo too much? Young, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Tsunami Gaming family. Make waves. Appreciate the follow, Young. Appreciate that. And speaking, a guest of one of the speakers, Scruffy, the speakers were fantastic. They were so good. I'm not gonna lie. I teared up and cried at basically every single speaker. When they got to like an encouraging portion of their take. It's such a blessing that those people came out and spent the time that they gave us and imparted their wisdom on us. Was amazing. It was such a blessing. I know I can speak for myself and probably a lot of content creators. We felt seen in that. We felt seen in that. We were all seen. Yes, we were all seen. Agreed. Everyone was so nice. Also, the testimonies from the speakers were, it's a curve of the sphere shape of the earth. Well, technically speaking, we'll add 2 more minutes to the clock there. Technically speaking, you're not wrong. Everything flies with the curvature of the earth, right? So, this music that we're hearing is Austin Joyce. He's a Christian artist, has rap as well, I believe, most of his music, all of his singles. But Austin Joyce was there, and I slapped some of his music onto or all of his singles onto the stream playlist. So, but yes, the testimonies of the speakers are fantastic. We're on R6. I'm gonna chat for a little while. I'm not gonna promise R6 tonight, but I'm gonna chat for a little while, and if I have time, we'll get into some R6. I figured I'll tell everybody about what was going on in ReachCon, answer a few questions, show some pictures if y'all want, and I'll have more stuff. I'm hoping I can get G-Funk was doing a lot of recording while he was there, and he told me that he recorded almost, if not all, of the punishment segment that I led, or me and Aki led technically. Aki helped me and co-hosted that with me. And so I'll hopefully I can get that footage and we can be able to show y'all all of that. And I'm trying to catch up with everybody. I'm so sorry that I'm behind. And yes, the testimony of the speakers were amazing. And to be able to talk with them, oh my goodness, that was so big. That was so big. It was so great. It was a very fun weekend. To be able to meet people that I've known for years online was fantastic. Like that, it just was so cool. Aki and Jay gave the best hugs. Trevor's hug was pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. All right, but Trevor had the fit. Trevor was like in the fit every day, all day. He literally was wearing my merch shirt when I pulled up on Thursday night. He was wearing my shirt, and I was like, Trevor. It was so good. And then we even did like a little IRL Ask Me Anything type stream Friday night with the jank with the jank phone stream, but we did what we could. It was so good. Yes, yeah, the blindfolds were not there, and I was like, we don't have the blindfolds. I'm gonna go ahead and use my thing. The thing is, what's funny too, we were supposed to be able to take one of those punishments and give them to somebody specifically and remove them from the wheel. None of us were worried about that, and that's something I may take off of it. But I know for me, I wasn't planning on using my punishments on Susie or Steph at all, unless it was like a goofy one. I wasn't gonna use them on Steph or Susie because they're beginners. I told them before we even started, it's like, y'all can use them on me. Y'all don't have to use them on each other. You can use them on me. That'll be funny. I'm the fall guy. I have the most experience, so it's chill. Don't worry. They're like, yeah, we'll do that. It'll be fun. And I'm like, yeah, it'll be goofy. It'll be a good time. And then none of us remembered to use it. All of us were more worried about remembering we could take one off or have immunity. And that's it. It was just, it's fine. It worked. It worked though. Homeschooling with my son, Lurk. Thank you for the Lurk. Appreciate the Lurk, Kim. You mean I could have gone there for free and not dumped tea into the harbor? Maybe. I may 1v1. I can 1v1 maybe. Are you on PC or console, Divine, if you're still here? Yo, what up, Heather? How you doing? I hope you're doing well today, Heather. Man achieved flow state via drawing. Oh, what, the painting? Y'all, we were all locked in on that painting. We were all taking it so serious, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we were all taking it so serious. I'm surprised. Again, also the canvases were like double the size of Bob's. I was not counting on those canvases. I got there and Romans is like, hey, by the way, we got bigger canvases so people could see the paintings easier. We got the Romans told me we got the canvases you recommended up there and they were just too small. And I'm okay with the size canvases we went for, but I remember I'm like, man, that's gonna be pushing it. Like we're gonna really have to be moving to be able to fill in these canvases. And I'm impressed with how much everybody got done. The time for my stream, Heather, right now is 6:50 p.m. I'm in Central Time Zone. We're talking about ReachCon Dabber. If y'all want to check it out, we still have the link to it. Y'all could, I think the website's still up for now. !Reach if y'all want to check it out. I'm pretty sure that we're going to be having one in 2025 as well. So, as soon as I know about the next ReachCon, I will let y'all know so you can plan towards it. And whatever I know, I'll let y'all know. Yes, Sarah, my schedule is I normally stream Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. And I start at 6 p.m. Central, and I go for about 3 to 4 hours. And normally on Monday or on Wednesday and Thursday, I spend those days recording or time with the family, as well as like editing for my YouTube channel. And then Sundays I usually use as like a rest day so I can have a little breather. Sometimes if I'm ahead of my work, I'll stream Thursday nights starting at 6 as well. What up to Greg's? How you doing? Hope you're doing well to Greg's. Gotta eat tacos. Go get some tacos, pro gamer. Can somebody do the math and tell me how much it might... Oh, yo! Not Nick Cage. Nick, not Nick Cage. How you doing, y'all? Big shout outs to not Nick Cage. Came out with his really nice camera and was getting some amazing shots of all the different parts of the event. And I'll go through and try to show y'all some of those pictures here soon, and I'll let y'all see what we're on about, or what was kind of going on. If you want, I'm down to show pictures. I would love to show pictures of the event, especially there's so many, like we had G-Funk and a couple others that were helping out with ReachCon with Romans and getting pictures, but not Nick Cage was able to get the pictures posted consistently for everybody to see. So how much YouTube money? If you want to sponsor, I think I said like 20. I think 25 subs would be plenty, which is no, I'll just say 20. So it'd be like $100 in gifted subs, which with Twitch it's like a 50-50 split, but it'd be basically like $100 is what it is, I think. Because because I'm it's like 5 times 20. There you go. A Twitch sub costs $6, I think now. There you go. So George. The 1 year from Dabber. Thank you, Dabber. Almost a month, almost a year and a half. Was Jate scared of you? His hugs though. Jate wasn't scared. I don't think Jate was scared of me. No, Jake had like the panther grab. Yo, Lark. He's a hunter, y'all. Right? Wait, I got that right? Lark, you're a hunter, right? No. Yes. No. Yes. All I know is Mako is bald. Lark, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub. We got 5 minutes added to the timer. Nah, Titan. Oh, that's right. Oh, no. I knew that. 100%. Dude, Lark, how you doing? Great to see you here, Lark. I hope you're doing well. Great to have met you over the weekend. Thank you. No, for 6 months. Wait, what? Oh, 6 months in advance. What? I didn't see that. Yo, Lark. Man, taking all those subathon deals, the September deals, eh? Oh, I wasn't following Pre-Pony. Why did I think I was following Pre-Pony? Sorry, y'all. I need to double check I'm following people really quick. I got to make sure I'm following everybody because I want to try to be better at being in people's streams and supporting them when I can. I thought I was following Pre-Pony. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, Pre-Pony. I thought I was. I misread what Twitch was telling me. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I hope she heard that. But Lark, thank you for the 6 months in advance of subscribing to my channel here on Twitch. I really do appreciate that. The Titan. I really got to catch up. I'm behind, because we have Lark that's been talking for a little bit. I'm so sorry, Lark. I'm so sorry, everybody. But dude, Jade had a lock. If you hugged Jade, you were there. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is a great hug. I don't know. Aki and Jade, literally those hugs were phenomenal. Like they had the no joke in the Reach Discord, the ReachCon Discord. All your stress melted away from their hug. You just felt safe. You just felt safe when they hugged you. I'm not gonna lie. But his hugs were fantastic, Nick. You can call me Toon for short. Got you, Toon. Great to have you here, Toon. Great to have you here. Again, I'm glad that you enjoyed the painting. I really enjoy painting. You're wearing Trevor's community shirt today? Nice, DeGregs. Let's go. DeGregs, how you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Heck yeah, brother. Let's go. Lark, the hunter. I mean, Titan. The two truths and a lie. Which one is it, Lark? But yes, the hugs. You're right, Lark. You're right. They were so epic. You're gonna get a bear hug. I like hugs, DeGregs. I like hugs. Yeah, there you go. The reach command still works. I didn't break it yet. Loving the fact that a lot of us in the conference are here chilling. Yeah, it's thank y'all for swinging in. I'm gonna do my best to come into y'all streams and support y'all up, watch your content, lurk for y'all, chat if I can. I do this full time, and I'm also, I got my kiddo at home, so I'm juggling editing, recording, planning streams, planning different things, planning collabs, taking care of the kids, because that's important. So if y'all ever want to do something together, let me know. I'm down for really anything. I normally play like Rainbow Six Siege and other variety games. Like I've been addicted to Supermarket Simulator recently. And Quinn, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Tsunami Gaming family. Make waves. Appreciate that follow, Quinn. Can we get some welcomes in the chat for Quinn as a new member of the family and deserve a warm welcome? Thank you, Quinn. But it's so great to see everybody here in the chat. Thank you all for swinging in. That means so much. It was so awesome to just stand around and talk with everybody. I know there were some people that wouldn't play games, but I was like, I don't want to play games. I play games a lot. I just want to talk to people. I just want to talk. I'm going to go get another bottle of water and just talk to people because that's great. That's how I felt. Yo, Office Demon. Hi, Office Demon. How you doing? Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Tsunami Gaming family. Make waves. Appreciate the follow, Office Demon. Can we get some welcomes to the chat for Office Demon as their new member of the family and deserve a warm welcome? Thank you for that follow, Office Demon. But you have big plans for me tomorrow? Uh-oh. That's scary. That's scary, George. That's scary. So whenever Lark subbed, did it just add 5 minutes? If he subbed for 6 months, I'm gonna add 30 minutes for that. I didn't quite catch it. I think it only added 5 minutes. So if anybody caught that, please let me know. I didn't quite catch it. Oh gosh, my plugin I have for both my YouTube and Twitch chat constantly resets the chat whenever everybody sends a message, so I have to like scroll up and find people. Hey, that's what we like to hear, DeGregs. We're blessed by the best. Blessed by the best, man. Yes, pictures. I can show some pictures. I'll catch up. I'll go fast, catch up, and we'll show some pictures that Nick got and other people got in the Discord. George, I'm scared. The big plans scare me. I'm kind of scared. Nah, Titan. For 6 months in advance, which is insane. Again, thank you, Lark. What did I come into? Evoke, I'm cheesy. Can't you tell? Life is a whole bag of chips. Isn't that the saying? It's a Kashimathon because of September. So, oh man, almost 3 years. You're almost there, DeGregs. Yeah, boy. The Titan, dude. So Lark, you carry Aki, right? That's what I hear, right? Somehow had energy all week and got home and Sunday was wore out. Oh, dude, I feel that, Nick. We got home at 12. I ate my lunch and I literally was falling asleep on the couch while my mother-in-law and sister-in-law were here talking with Bailey, and I literally fell over and passed out on the couch because I think I only got like maybe 8 to 10 hours of sleep the whole time. From Thursday at like 5 o'clock, I woke up 5 a.m. on Thursday till we got home. I couldn't fall asleep on the plane both ways, so I was dead. I love Reach so much. Met so many of y'all. Great people. Much love. Yes, I was able to meet so many. I didn't even scratch the surface, though. Because there's like about 300 people there. Most of them were content creators or supporters of content creators. And so it was like, I barely got to talk with like anybody. Because I talked with so many people, but I barely talked with everybody. And because I was so stressed between my event and then just trying to say hi to everybody. Because I wanted to say hi to everyone I knew from online, right? And then start meeting new people. And I was like Aki said, ADHD brain. I was trying to just run and do whatever I could. But it was so great. Cheesy boy, hello. What up, Samus? How you doing, Samus? Did you get the puzzle sent to you from the hotel? Twitch be removing follows. Does it? Did it? Uh-oh. Sometimes I will notice. I thought I followed a lot of people on the Twitch app, because I followed Prepony on my Twitch app, but PC it just said I wasn't following, and I just same for a few others. So I'm wondering if maybe the Twitch app is scuffed. I mean, we all know let's be honest, the Twitch app is scuffed, but maybe the follows are scuffed on the Twitch app. So Welcome back, Turtle. I have a master plan. George, don't scare me. Don't scare me. You gotta run. Don't scare me, George. Don't scare me, George. Best hugs. Yup, it's true. Samus, how are you doing today? Oh gosh. I'm Jate was the first hug I got, and wow, that was powerful. First hug I got for me, Soul, was Trevor, and then Aki, and then I got to hug Jate the next day. Cheesy boy, hello. But Soul, I hope you're doing well. I got you followed too, Soul. I thought I followed you off of mobile too, Soul. It did not, but I just followed. So I got Pre-Pony, I got Jones, I got Pre-Pony, and I got you, Soul. Is there anybody? Lark, do you stream? Did I get a follow? Do I need to get a follow on you too? I'm gonna follow you. It's fine. Don't answer that. I got it. Don't worry. I'll just follow the Titan player. Oh, don't unfollow. No, don't do that. The Titan player, or the Hunter, right? No. Oh man, sorry. I just love sowing goofness, right? But I'm hey man, me and Pastor Deucin both got removed from one another's. Really? Well, that's what happened with Blue. Blue, one of my mods, Twitch blocked me on Blue's account, and Blue's like, I didn't even touch anything. That happened like what, 3-4 months ago? Facts, indeed. Welcome, Quinn and Office Demon. I hope you all are doing well. I really liked your painting, by the way. Oh, thank you, Office Demon. I appreciate that. It was super fun to paint. It was a super fun thing to do. It was so great to have Aki help with the hosting and have Susie and Steph there painting and having their hilarious comedy there. It was so good. It was so good. Again, Susie painting a boat and then painting the ark and then a little stick figure was so good. It was so funny. It was so good. I was laughing so hard. Let's see. The chat moved. Oh no. On my way home, I tried to decide which one was the best hugger, but they were great in different ways. It's true. So I think with Aki it was just all there and warm, and it was a good like solid snug hug. But with Jate, it was like, you're not going anywhere, and I felt like I might get suplexed. I don't know. I need to find someone to do an Overwatch collab with. No one ever talks to me when I try to start conversations. Lol. I mean, I'll talk about Overwatch. But obviously, I'm glad you like the painting. I want to know. Little Aki said his favorite food is Cheetos. I want you to know. Excuse me. Little Aki said his favorite food is Cheetos. Really? So, dude, y'all know I got this at a garage sale for $1. It doesn't smell that bad. I'm kidding. We washed it, I think. Just saying, if y'all need stuff for your streams, go to garage sales. Go to like thrift stores, and you can get like super cheap stuff. It's so great. Aki, how are you doing? I know the fam was great to have you back. The kiddos were great to have you back. How was the rest of y'all's flight and trip? I hope it was well. Again, Aki, thank you for helping me with the painting event and helping me host with that. It was so great. It was so great. I was telling everybody, you hosting was like the cherry on top. It really sent it the rest of the way. And Fairly Epic. Hey, Fairly Epic. How you doing, Epic? I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry. I read your message. I didn't say hi. How are you doing, Fairly Epic? I'm sorry. ADHD brain. Aki, what up? What up, Story? How you doing, Story? No, I was so tired I forgot to grab it, but I called them and they were going to get it sent to me. Okay. That's good. At least they're going to get it sent to you. At least you're going to get it. At least you're going to get it. It'd be a shame for the puzzles to be, thrown away or something. I won the Bluetooth speaker and left it on the table. I saw that. The Discord was going so fast. Like I didn't catch everything, but I did see that you accidentally left the Bluetooth speaker on the table. It happens. It happens. Well, now you can't have the government listening on you, Office Demon. You're solid. Solar, how you doing? I hope you're doing well today, Solar. The Twitch app is a little scuffed. Yes, it needs some work, but it's okay. The Twitch app is cough cough and not great. No, it's okay. It works 60% of the time. It works. So I guess I'm gonna double check all the people I followed off of mobile, because it said that I didn't follow Pre-Pony, I didn't follow Soul, I didn't follow Jones. So I don't know. That was weird. Again, Lark, thank you for the 6 months advance of subscribing to the Twitch channel. I hope you enjoy the emotes. My favorite is Party Gandalf. I'm not gonna lie, because I love Lord of the Rings. I'm so glad that my painting apparently really resembled something, really resembled Mordor. Aki saying that, I couldn't get it out of my brain, and I think it's great. So one of the first people on follow. Oh, that's so cool, Office Demon, that you were able to meet Sarah, and that's so cool. One of the first people that you follow on Twitch. That's crazy. That's awesome. That's the best part of like going to cons, right? Is being able to meet either your viewers in person or other streamers in person, and being able to like actually spend time with each other IRL, eat some food together, eat a snack together, chat, do the silly events together, try to dunk the rigged dunk tank, you know. Crimson Crusader, the Crimson Crusader, how you doing today? Crusader, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Tsunami Gaming family. Make waves. Appreciate the follow, Crimson. I had followed you too off of mobile, and it did not log me as following you, so I just did that because I remember we bumped into each other a little bit. So my bad. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go through and check if my follows actually went through on mobile. It's fine. Twitch app is perfect in every way, right? Huh? Overwatch? Oh no. We may be playing. We met another streamer, Underrated Zane, who plays quite a bit of Overwatch. We need to get. Ooh, we could get some Overwatch in with Aki. I haven't got to play something with Aki in so long, and me and Aki were talking about we need to get some games together. So maybe me, Aki, Trevor, Zane. Bro, that bag is a deal and a half. Right? I think. It's true. The not going anywhere part made me feel so wanted and loved. The bear hug of Aki made me feel so safe and / loved. Exactly. Love garage sales and thrifting. It's so good. You find a Cheetos costume that fits just right. It's a little snug. It's fine. I should just lose some weight. They're going to mail it to me. I'm so thankful. That's good. That's good that they're going to get the little speaker to you, the Echo speaker. They're pretty fun to have. Twitch mobile app do be twitching sometimes. They're on brand. So, but Crimson Crusader, how you doing today? I'm okay. There has been so many issues with dorm fire alarms. Ugh. You said the thing. Who's the underrated Zane? Here, I'll type his tag in the chat. Oh no, not with the Z. Oh gosh, my brain even told me don't. No, it's not spelled like that. It has an X instead of a Z. With an X, good sir. I know. My brain was like, oh yeah, it's Zane. Okay, cool. Thanks. I got you. Zane plays Tekken, a little bit of Fortnite, if I remember correctly, and some Overwatch. So there you go. Well, y'all probably want to see some pictures, right? Let's get some pictures here. That's right. Exposing the Discord. Get exposed. Fortnite Battle Pass. Oh no. The Fortnite Battle Pass. Hey, look. Look, it's the Titan. Yeah, oh. But yeah, we're not worried about that. No, it's the Titan. It's me. Dude, it's so funny when Romans was talking about the cardboard cutout of Vegeta. He's like, that's going in my room. That's going right beside me. And I'm like, he would. So everybody was messaging as they were landing or getting in or close to town. Hey, look, there's Aki. And Mom Peach. Oh, look. There's so many people here. I didn't get to make it early enough to go eat dinner with everybody and hang out. But I wish I could have taken that cutout home. It was really, really cool. So, they had the nice LAN center. The LAN center, they had a console LAN center that was put together by 7 admirals. And they ran a Mario Kart tourney and a Super Smash Bros. Tourney, and it was super cool. They really did a fantastic job. I forget the group that was running the PC LAN center, but the PC LAN center was legit. They had like 30 computers or 30 seats or something like that. I don't quite remember. Oh, look. What? They're trying to steal Lark. Lark, it's okay. You can run away. It's all right. But it was really cool. Hey, look, it's Jade. but they had a room for D&D, so there was several sessions that were ran of D&D, and I never got any time to run in and watch or hang out or like reserve a spot for D&D or anything like that. I know I was either busy talking with people or busy setting up for painting, but it was really cool to have like the D&D room set up for everybody. And what car is that, Lark? The trunk is small. I think it was was that the Cybertruck, or was it the Cybertruck? No, or the frunk of the Cybertruck or something like that, or the electric car that Aki had, right? Was it I don't know. I don't remember the electric car Aki got that Aki rented. But got to meet some amazing people. This is Flat Cap Dapper Pastor. This is Shocking Toast. This is that's Ern. I forget his name. They do a podcast and they were really cool. You had Doctor. We had Aki host some Jeopardy. Hilarious, great Jeopardy. He really got like, I'm not gonna lie, Jay kind of destroyed Jeopardy. Like Jay was kind of wrecking in Jeopardy. I'm not gonna lie, and it was pretty great. The Jeopardy was hilarious. I know they had oh gosh, help, somebody remind me the VTuber they had for the third guest for Jeopardy, please. I can't remember her tag. Kaori, thank you, Samus, thank you. I was wanting to say Kiori or Kelori or something like that, and she was hilarious. It was even super epic. She revealed her new VTuber model that she was going to unveil today for her stream. So shout out to Kaori. If you want, Samus, if you can put her full tag in the chat for me, so people can go check her out if you want. She is actually hilarious. She probably had one of the most hilarious clips there. Yo Wolf, thank you so much, Wolf, for that Prime Gaming sub, adding 5 minutes to the clock for the costume-a-thon. Wolf won Steph's painting in the raffle at the end, because we raffled the paintings from the painting segment away. Thank you so much for that, Wolf. I hope you're doing well today. I wish I could have taken the cutout home, both of which were run by the Coyote crew. Go Team Bald and Blue. Okay, thank you. I wasn't able to catch a lot of the actual tournament, so I didn't know if Seven Admirals hosted that or exactly who hosted it. If they said it, I didn't hear it. My brain was gone, like most of the time, just trying to remember everybody's names, remember everybody's faces. I have a hard time remembering my own birthday, and that's not a lie. I've forgotten my birthday 2 years in a row now, and Bailey, my wife, had to remind me it was my birthday. I'm not lying. It's that bad. I think my memory just got worse whenever I had a kid. I think the mental memory just went. So it's almost like Dory, you know. So that's why I tell people to message me about something so I won't forget, because I will forget. I got to be Guz, the bad guy half orc. Oh yeah? What was the most fun thing you got to be as the bad guy half orc, Crimson? I know that's a supercar. The trunk is small. I will try to go to the next con if I can. If y'all can. It's a Polestar, I think. Polestar. I don't know if I've quite heard of that tag or that vehicle. I'm not me Googling a Polestar just so I can see what they look like. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, okay, yeah. It hit when I saw pictures. Because Aki had like an SUV variant of it, right? Something like that. Let's see. Wait, hold up. Let's get. There you go. Let's get a screen cap for YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. I was talking about all these cool things we're doing and showing pictures, and nobody could see them. It's my bad. All right. I know that's a Polestar Sue. Did you hear that James Earl Jones joined? I did not hear that he passed away. James Earl Jones passed away? That was top tier. Jade is game trivia. It's true. Jade was like, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to suss something out. I think Jade knew a lot more, and he was trying to let Kaori or Basilisk guess or try to get an answer. I don't know. I could see the look on Jade's face that he's like, yeah, I know that one, and he's just deciding not to. He's kind of like acting like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but like I really think he was just kind of like, I don't want to sweep. Oh, oopsie, I don't know that one. I could be wrong. I'm gonna ask him. I'm like, Jade, did you know more of those trivia questions than you let on? But the Jeopardy was really fantastic. It was a lot of fun. Again, Kaori. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing. I'm Texan. I'm not Texas. Maybe I am. She was hilarious. Basilisk was hilarious. They were really fun. Again, it was really huge that Kaori shared her new VTube model with us early, and that was like huge. So they had her up on the screen behind. You can kind of see her VTuber model up there in the corner, and they had her at one of the other booths, and it was really cool. It was really fun, really good time, really goofy. That's when Lark apparently, I would think that everybody knows he's back there, but deep down inside, I really hope nobody knew, and I really hope that Aki didn't find out until this one picture right here, and he just locks eyes with Lark. I really hope, you know what? I'm just gonna say in my head canon, Aki didn't know. I think that's more fun. I'm just saying. Kaori plays Overwatch. Today is a good day. Your dorm's fire alarms kept going off every 2 hours last night. Ugh. Never got to say hey at Reach. I think I got to say. Or are you talking to Samus? I think I got to say hi to you, Lark, but only for like a short little while. There's so many people I only got to have like 2 minutes to say hi to, and shake their hand or give a high five or a fist bump. James Earl Jones left this world. Oh, well, he lived a good life. He brought a lot of awesome stuff to us. Now I'm gonna have to watch Star Wars and a lot of James Earl Jones movies in his memory. Jay knows so much. Yeah, he's so huge brain. It's true. Huge brain. Biggest brain. Best brain. Like 100%. It's true. Is about to be the first VTuber I follow. She's hilarious. Like, in my opinion, everyone else that was there, y'all can give your feedback. But they were playing like 3 or 4 clips of each content creator as kind of like in between segments and stuff. Or like if we were just chilling and nothing was going on. And she had a hilarious clip of just like, she had a wheel. She put like together a wheel, and it says your mom, your mother, or not your mom, your mama, mommy, your mother, and it was just so good. It was just such a good clip. The music was good. The sound effects were good. It was like just fast paced enough for my like my brain rot brain, I guess. And the punchline was just so good. It was just such a good, it's all around great clip. At the end of Jeopardy, the winner of Jeopardy got to choose somebody to dunk or put in the dunk tank to be dunked that they had outside. The rigged dunk tank, by the way, rigged. That's right. And it was funny because you had so Basilisk in the end won because you had Aki say you can bet as many points as you want, and I forget the exact specific number that Jade bet. It was like 4 point something, and Basilisk did like 98,000, something like that. So he only won that. He won out that because he bet that many points. And so Aki was like, well, you could choose somebody that you can put to the dunk tank to be dunked. And Aki had told him to choose him on the side. And then as soon as Basilisk said Aki pulled out the Uno reverse card, which I hope that somebody got a picture of that so we can maybe see that in all of the dump of pictures afterwards. And like did the Uno reverse. And so Aki then chose Susie to be dunked. Pastor Susie, and so then that's why you have Susie in the dunk tank. I don't know if this video will. We have Pony up there, the gamer throw. What was funny though, like the first 5 people that tried to dunk him, it was locked. His seat was locked. So then this was the first time that he actually got dunked because the seat was locked for so many attempts, and that was so funny. It was like everybody's like, "What? We're hitting the thing, and he's not falling." And then I think it was Romans. Romans had like snuck up from behind after it got hit a couple of times, and it didn't drop. And he went to try to push it, and it still didn't drop. And we go to find out, Pre-Pony goes around and has worked with these apparently a lot, and was like, "Oh yeah, the seat's locked," and everybody's like, "Rigged! It's rigged!" And it was funny. It was a good laugh. He got dunked a couple times. I got to dunk him too. I think Bailey got the recording on her phone. I hit like the very side of the target, and it wasn't enough to dunk him. But he went, "You know what? I'll give you that one because like you hit that and you deserve that." So that was pretty funny. Yeah, rigged. Yeah, Carrier was hilarious. Your mom clip and the clip of everything looked like jeans was hilarious. It's true. Amanda Dungham was the best in that photo. Yes, it's so good. Like, it's so good. It was a funny bit. In the bottom of the dunk tank were the actual like tennis balls that they used for that too. So I don't think anybody saw them. I saw them after everybody started walking away. We had like icebreaker games at the start. Like we did like games, names for games that are wrong answer only type deal. And if you went up there and your like your name was lame, then you had to eat a sour grenade, and it was a good time. I can't leave this page or I'll lose my spot. So, oh look, we had there was so many cardboard cutouts everywhere. It was pretty cool. We had the Vegeta there. The Vegeta, just saying, it's pretty dope. But here we go. We got the speakers. Hold up, there's one thing really quick. I want to make sure I get that. Okay, sorry. I wanted to go get the badge that they had for everybody. It was really cool. Well, I think everybody wanted some more like game options to put on our badges, but in the end, the badges were really dope to have. Really solid quality. I think AJ made all of the game badges. I think he may have made the badges themselves, but it was really cool. These are really cool, and the schedule was almost right the whole time through. But either way, we had the speakers there at the event. The speakers were fantastic. They were some very, very passionate speakers that were there for us. If you can kind of tell the different or kind of spot who's who, we had Catherine Lidstone who was there. She played Mary, or Lazarus's sister, Mary Magdalene. She played Mary Magdalene in The Chosen, and she was there for us. She had an impromptu. She sang with Chi Chi. Oh gosh, he had a Chi Chi. I can look at the little badge. Onikani, I think that's how you say that. I'm so sorry if I butcher that, Chi Chi, but Chi Chi, fantastic singer. His voice was amazing. She sang and led a little bit of worship, like an impromptu worship with Chi Chi right before like she spoke, and it was phenomenal. Beautiful singing voice. Chi Chi's voice, his voice was beautiful and amazing as well. She shared some wisdom on being a Christian in Hollywood and dealing with that, because she's been on more than just more than just The Chosen. I forget all the other TV shows she's been on, but she's given up a couple of show deals, like big money deals, because they were wanting her to do things she wasn't comfortable with or not, that was against her beliefs and all that. And she gave a lot of really good insight and wisdom and encouragement for anyone and everyone who was in that field or around that field. She even sang her new single for us. We got to hear it live. It's the first time she'd performed it live. And she sang it for us live the day that her single went up as well. And that was amazing. That was very sweet of her. And she had some funny stories to share from The Chosen. She had some really cool, like, behind the scenes things to talk about. And it was cool to hear that in the scene of The Chosen where she washes Jesus' feet, she actually grew her hair out for that. And that was like an 8-hour shoot. And she said that was like a big deal. That was a lot of emotions were kind of there. even for people who were not believers that were on set. Like, it was an emotional time. So it was really cool to hear her story, kind of have her tell her testimony. Again, all these speakers coming out was huge. Like, these are some big speakers. Like, even if some people, if you hadn't heard of them, like these are big speakers. They've been through a lot. They've done a lot. They're big names in where they're at. And it was the fact that they gave up some time from their very busy schedules to come out to this conference, the first Reach conference, was amazing. And again, Catherine was just so sweet and so nice. We had that followed up by Mark Whitaker. And Mark Whitaker, The Informant with Matt Damon, is a movie that's based off of his life and what he went on about. He shared his testimony about how he was somewhat raised in a Christian home, but really didn't give much thought into it. Went to an Ivy League school and became a biochemist, a PhD in biochemistry. Was told by all of his teachers, like, hey, if you believe in God, get out. I don't want you in my class. God doesn't exist, yada, 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 yada. So for years, he's like, okay, if the smartest people in the world don't believe in that, then I'm not. Whatever. Moving on from that. So I'm going to really paraphrase a lot of his stuff because it was just so powerful. And I can't say it like Mark. Again, each one of these speakers made me tear up in some way, shape, or form, just from hearing their story, getting really emotional, getting really personal with their life. And they didn't have to do that. And it was a very amazing moment for them to do that. But he goes on to tell a story how he moved to Germany for a few years to work. He had a really good job there. I forget what company he worked for in Germany, but he was approached by AMD and was hired on. Basically, was given the keys to the kingdom of AMD, which was at the time, I think, like the 56th or so largest corporate company in America. That's ridiculous. Like, that's some big money there. This company dealt with dextrose and different syrups and different sweet additives for almost every single food in America, if not every single food in America, and across the country, and across all the other countries of the world. And at the time, he was a really brilliant and young mind that the COOs and CEOs and VPs were trying to kind of, it's their time. They're getting old. They're wanting to rotate out and put somebody new in their place. And next, they're trying to get him involved in price fixing and all that, which is a huge white collar crime. The biggest price fixing scam in the history of America was taken down because of Mark Whitaker. And more importantly, it's taken down because of his wife and nobody being able to see that there was a green lamp that followed them in meetings all around the world. And what I mean by that is, while he was doing all this price fixing and making millions of dollars by adjusting the prices and basically playing the market across the world with other world leaders of the same or similar brands and quality stuff, they were able to basically overcharge and take all the extra money off the top and reimburse themselves and embezzle. And so after doing that for a year or two or something like that, I can't quite remember. Again, Mark says it way better than me. And if there's anybody who is there, if I missed something, please say it in the chat so people can see, can know what I'm messing up. But he goes on to say that for a while he tried to do this, go about this, and it just was kind of getting to him. It didn't feel right. He ended up telling his wife about it. His wife, who had become Christian and had been trying to take him and their kids just to church, and he was not really for that. She convinced him to talk to the FBI, and was like, "If you don't tell him, I am." And so he did. He ended up wearing a wire for 3 years, like 2 or 3 times a week, I think. And for 3 years, he was wearing a wire, risking his life. If these billionaires found out what he was doing, he was going to die. And he even tells a story how he was so stressed out and had such a big mental breakdown. He leaf blowed his yard in his $1,000 suit, multi-$1,000 suit or something, and he was that far gone. He ends up getting enough information and evidence to prosecute AMD and a lot of other companies around the world for price fixing. And when he's came to by the FBI saying, "Hey, if there's anything else that you're not telling us, you need to tell us because we can get you immunity because you risked your life. You did all this for us. We can secure your safety and whatnot. We'll basically be able to support you because of everything you've done because you're probably going to lose your job at AMD type of deal. And he didn't quite tell the truth because he was trying to keep like about $9 million that he had embezzled on the side. He tried to keep that hidden. Well, AMD, they knew about it and sent their lawyers, and he got in trouble for that. And because he lied and didn't tell the FBI the full truth, he got in trouble for it. So they said, we're going to say you have to go to prison for 6 months. If you decide to go to prison for 6 months, that's all you got to do for your time for embezzling $9 million. That's a pretty easy sentence. And his wife is like, you should take that. Well, he was so upset with his wife because all these decisions he had made, he had lost millions of dollars. He lost his 8-car garage home, like this 20,000 square feet home with a barn on it with like 5 horses or something like that on a 5-acre or 15-acre lot. I can't remember. Huge property. He's starting to lose all this stuff, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna do it my way." After 3 years of battling that court case, he ends up having to go to prison for 8.5 years, while all of the lead CEOs and presidents of AMD only went to jail for 3, for being at the lead of the biggest price fixing in American history. While he's in prison, he's approached by I forget exactly who, but they were a part of like a lot of the scandals with Nixon and whatnot. Who had become a Christian in prison, and he's approached by him, and him being a PhD, he's like, all the people I know in these Ivy League schools says God doesn't exist, and next thing you know, he's getting information or letters from Einstein, from Sir Isaac Newton, all these other big, smart, PhD keeping men and women that believed and saw proof that God exists, and he dug into that, and now he was telling people about God in prison, helping them with their own school, getting their GEDs. And on the side, he was also helping with other big companies, being a side help, trying to kind of like being hired out to help with the business side of the biochem and everything like that, all that work. Ended up one of the companies that they took the most money from, which was the Coca-Cola company, whenever he was doing the price fixing. As soon as he gets out of prison, they offer him a job. He's now the COO of the bottling portion of Coca-Cola, and it was really cool to hear him talk about how at this point in time, in every single bottling plant, they have one pastor, one man of faith, one pastor for every 200 workers, and they offer prayer groups, Bible study groups with them, and I can't quite remember exactly how many people per month. I think it was like over 100 people per month are giving their lives to God or rededicating their lives to God from that ministry. And, I think every speaker was great, but Mark's just hit because he literally went from having the dream amount of money that anybody wants, It's like if you were offered $1 million, that's pretty great. He literally went from the top to the very bottom and came back. And, he's a man of science who learned and came to the conclusion and saw the truth and saw the evidence of God's existence. And it was just really cool for hearing that. And it was very passionate. I don't even touch the amazing testimony that Mark had. Me and Bailey watched The Informant last night, and he was kind of sad that they didn't put like anything that came about God or faith into the movie. They adjusted and changed a lot of things for the comedy or just to make it more dramatic. But he said the story is close enough, and it really did kind of paint a picture of it. And I know I missed some stuff from his testimony, but still. And you had Catherine's testimony was fantastic too, about how she was just trying to get, she wanted to be closer back in her faith, and that was really cool of how she was able to walk into that, and now she's trying to be an example in the space. I can't quite remember his name. He was the leader of Alpha, or one of the representatives of Alpha USA, and he was coming out and talking to us and thanking us for our time and what we've done to try to help with outreach. And he was very nice, very sweet, very encouraging as well. And again, we had Chi-Chi. His voice was amazing. The man's voice was was a voice of angels almost. Oh my goodness. Same with Catherine. Like, oh my gosh, the music talent was insane. And then you had a band that was brought in. I forget all of the members' names or all the people's names for the first day, but their worship time was amazing and very uplifting, and I really loved it. And of course, day 2 we had Wolves at the Gate, and so it was just amazing worship, amazing music, amazing speakers. We had Susie speak on day 2, and we'll get to that in the pictures, but I'll go ahead and catch up with everybody. Yeah, it was rigged. It was rigged. I was going to put a Grand Theft Pokemon Gotta Snatch Them All for that icebreaker, but it turns out Grand Theft Pokemon is real, but not legitimate game. That would have been so good, Wolf. Oh, that would have been so good. The speakers were great. Oh, man, the worship was amazing. God moved in such a beautiful way. He did. Because, like, it was going to be Chi-Chi who was going to sing before Catherine came on stage to speak to us. And Catherine was like, hey, Chi-Chi, can I just sing with you? And it just turned into a beautiful, beautiful moment. I mean, I wouldn't have been gaming and streaming. It wouldn't be have been a gaming and streaming conference if everything went right and stayed on schedule. It's true, Jones. It's true. And the thing is, though, in my opinion, it didn't really feel like it got off schedule. Like for me, like day 2, I was freaking out because I'm like, I'm trying to get the painting stuff set up, and like I'm wasting everybody's time. Like I was up there trying to prep the canvases. I don't know if anybody remembers that. I'm up there trying to prep these giant, double the size canvases I was expecting, and I'm trying to prep them really quick, and I have 3 of them to prep. And I don't know if it was exactly what was going on, but like these canvases were not keeping the liquid white on them. I'm pretty sure they were not gessoed, which if you don't know what that is, gesso is like an acrylic, and most canvases you prep with an acrylic first, and then you put like your liquid white oil base paint that you put everything on top of afterwards. But most of the time you get canvases that are pre-made. I don't know what was wrong, but every time I went to go put liquid white on one of those canvases, it was literally like putting water on a desert floor on like a dry riverbed. It just went right into the canvas. And I was like, ugh. So we all painted on dry canvases, or mostly dry canvases, but it's okay. It still went good. You have all this background stuff that was kind of like right there on the edge, but everything worked out. God made it all work out. We didn't have paint thinner, and Roman's wife ran out and got some, and I said, the Michaels is probably not going to have the big bottle that I normally order, so you're going to need to get probably 4 of the small bottles that they'll have, and that's how much we'll need. And she's like, all right, I'll try to get 5. And she went there, and they had exactly 4 bottles of paint thinner for the painting event. Wild. I was trying, right? Why are they hitting us with that while we're trying to eat lunch? Yeah, Mark was great, Lark. I'm back. I can only run away from my problems soon. For so long. Well, yeah, that's true. You can only run away for so long. You're right, George. Such a crazy, amazing testimony. It was. It really was. You're right. It's union provided too. We saw him once a week when I worked at Coke. Yeah. So, hey, George, if you were in on that, how did that go? What was it encouraging? You didn't feel forced or anything into it? Because he said he was trying to just make it an open opportunity for people who wanted it. And I thought it was so good. What up, Zane? The underrated Zane, y'all? Zane, how you doing? Wait, let me double check. Zane, my Twitch app was being weird, and when I followed people on my phone, it actually didn't follow them for me. So let me double check. Okay, I'm following you. So I wonder why. Hey, it's the Webby Pumpkin too. Yo, what up, Webby? How you doing? Webby was like the first streamer I met in person that I had not met online yet. So that was really cool. That was really cool to meet Webby. And then Webby and his lady helped Bailey set up the tent with one of their volunteers. But Webby, how you doing? I hope you're doing well today. I am. I hope you're too. Yes, he's an amazing worship leader. Both the music and the message is true. S-Life and the 5 churches. Thank you, Samus. Thank you. I could not. S-Life in the 5 churches. I was trying to say. I was thinking Scythe, and I'm like, I don't think that's right. So I'm not going to say it and misspeak. I'd rather just say I don't remember. And I hate not remembering. But thank you. S-Life in the 5 churches. That was the first band. They were fantastic. Loved the vibes. Loved their spirit. What they were pouring into their music. It's great. Hi, Madeline. How you doing? Get a little break in, Banana. Made it safe and sound enough for sleep. Just enough for sleep. You get enough sleep, though, Zane? Hi, Kim. I hope you're doing good today, Kim. How's the kiddos? You were fine. Everyone was still eating, and it honestly just gave table conversations about what the upcoming event would be like. Oh, that's good. That's good. Then it wasn't that big of a deal. I was, y'all, it was crazy. Honestly, Samus, you're not wrong. The finger painting and painting with the utensils helped because we just had to slather on paint. 100% you're 100% right. I wish I could show y'all because like my canvases, I put in the list 18 by 24 canvases that I knew the brand and I trusted. And then we get these the 24 by 36, which I 100% agree with Rome. It's like we needed a bigger canvas for the stage. 100%. We needed a big canvas for the stage so everybody could see very clearly. So we didn't have to have everybody have a camera putting a live feed on a screen. It was 100% necessary to have those big old canvases. I don't know. I don't remember what brand they were. But yeah, I normally don't put a lot of liquid white on my paintbrush when I prep a canvas because a lot goes a long way. Literally one bucket of liquid white will probably last me hundreds of paintings, especially if I do 16 by 20s and 18 by 24s. And I literally was I just put a little bit the first time and I touched it to the canvas and it just seeped instantly in. And it's just wild. Yo, what up, Will? How you doing? Hope you're doing good today, Will. Hi, Will. But yeah, I that first little paintbrush went right into the painting. I was like, or into the canvas. I went, uh-oh. So then I dunked my paintbrush in, and I put it up against it again, and then all of that liquid white went into the canvas. I went, uh-oh. I just kind of freaked out. I used this much of the liquid white in that container. And again, I think I've used that much of liquid white in the past 2 or 3 years I've been painting. That was a lot of liquid white that I used on those 3 canvases. But it's okay. Why stress? It worked out and it was fun. It was fun. But the finger painting 100%. Because where the dry spots were right where the major dry spots were right where we were doing the finger painting for the mountain and the clouds. So it was that you're 100% right. I thought the audience participation was great during the art. Right, Kim? That idea that idea was from Assassinator Steph's community. Because I came up with a general idea for the event and I had a couple of punishments planned out. I had 10 or so punishments planned out, and I think, oh, it's so bright. I had 10 or 15 punishments planned out. 3 or 4 of them were food related, and Steph had some sugar aversions, and so I went ahead and said, I don't want any of us having to get messed up stomachs, so I'm just gonna take all the food punishments out. I did change it up where Aki basically got to tell us when we had to eat sour spray, but then Aki didn't even want to worry about that because of the time crunch. Because Wolves at the Gate literally started setting up the second I took my stuff off the stage. The last easel we took off, they started setting up the drums and getting sound check going because they were on a strict schedule. And so this was my itinerary because I like to plan things out to a T. And I've been working on this for a month, which I know sounds silly, but I overthink everything. And so, we had all this down. And again, Steph's community had that idea of getting an audience member. And I thought that was brilliant. I'm so glad that worked out. And we were able to get an audience member, snag an audience member. It was so much fun. I think it was funny. I was up there, and I think the girl that the young girl that I had that was painting for me, I think her name was Catherine. It was either Catherine or Cynthia. I feel so bad because I can't. My brain was so crazy. I couldn't. I barely remember anything. But one of the things I remember is she was up there and she was painting, and I remember Susie like looked over at me like he went like, "That's not fair. You know what you're doing. Look at her. She's doing great. You're leading her fantastically. We don't know what we're doing." You know, and I was just like, "You're right, Susie." And it was good. Susie's such a character. I love Susie. I would love to do something like that with Susie, Steph, and Aki again. Doing so good, my man. Oh man, I ruined your first meet and greet. No, you didn't, Webby. No, you didn't. You're fantastic. You're great to meet. I'm glad you're doing good today, Webby. How's the doggo? How's the lady doing today? I didn't talk to him much, but he helped out with another mechanic who was going through a rough patch. It was less of a pastor, more of a chaplain. Okay, there you go, chaplain. Thank you, George. I'm doing good today, man. I can't complain. I prefer Gatorade frogs if I choose like one of those types of drinks. I normally go for a Gatorade. Powerade's more watered down, and Prime is just eh. I really want to leave this place looking somewhat cozy for now. Do your best. You have the same costume? I know you do, Will. And OMG, it took me this long to realize you're a bag of Cheetos. I am the bag of Cheetos. We are Cheetos because we started a costume-a-thon since it's September. So I figure I'll just, we'll have fun. We'll wear costumes forever long that the timer lasts. But only YouTube chat on screen? Is Twitch chat on screen? Bruh, Twitch isn't plugged in. That's weird. I didn't even check that. I normally do. I use Caster Labs for my chat, my multi-chat overlay, because it seems to work the best, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just logs out accounts weirdly. So that's my bad, y'all. That's my bad. But Zane, how you doing? Webby, how you doing? The most surreal thing for me is that being with y'all in person did not feel surreal but natural. I could recognize you from behind within an hour. Same with several people, and I couldn't remember other people's names, such as ADHD. Yeah, I remember people's tags, but as soon as I was like, oh, they told me their IRL name, I don't remember their IRL name. I just know them by their tag, and I agree. It wasn't like scary for me. It was like, oh, yeah, this feels right. It is like, this feels right. I 100% agree, Samus. I said too. I'm not sure if you saw my message. I didn't. I'm sorry. I started putting names down on my phone to keep track of who I was meeting with, to remember their names to follow on Twitch later. I tried my best to remember everybody's names and tags. Next year I need to do that too, Samus. I think that's what the whole point of the signatures was. I think the whole point of the signatures was to get everybody's signatures so you could remember everybody. And I just didn't think of that. I started watching everybody else putting signatures on, getting people's signatures on their badges, and I was like, I just put my name on mine so people would know who I am, but I didn't really think that through. You own these chats now. Yeah, you do, George. You stream a new R6 season tomorrow? I think so. I think I am, Macho. I don't know if I'll go straight into ranked. I think I might try to play some standard for the first week or two. I'm not quite sure. Yo, Toon! Thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Adding 5 minutes to the timer for the subathon, or the costume-a-thon, excuse me. Not a subathon. I got a kid. I can't, the wife working. I can't do that. But thank you for that. Can we get some hype and hearts in the chat for Toon for the tier 1 subscription? I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the emotes. Again, my favorite is Party Gandalf. A 19 for the roll. Let's go solar. But yeah, I believe I am Macho. What up, Beans? Yeah, we were talking earlier in Discord. How you doing today, Beans? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so let me... Hi, Lucis. How you doing? I'm going to grind the battle pass, trying to get it done in a week again. Bruh, are you just going to play standard, or are you going to play ranked? I'm probably going to play standard. Hey, look, there's Zane. Zane was such a nice guy. Zane is so hilarious and so dope. Big ups. Make sure, again, oh, Webby Pumpkin is also streamer. Make sure to go check out Webby Pumpkin, please and thank you. Drop him a follow, please. Be sure to drop Zane a follow as well. Would really appreciate the support for them, please and thank you. Fantastic people, fantastic creators. So Was not getting a pick with you before it was done, right? Dude, Webby, that's how I feel. Hey, Tune, thank you for the 5 gifted. Oh, that's an easy 30 minutes, 30 more minutes oh man. Hype and hearts, please. Hype and hearts in the chat, please, for Tune for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Hype and hearts, please, and thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Yeah, the party Gandalf. I worked so hard on that. I tracked the I found like the Gandalf head bopping gif, right? And then I tracked the glasses onto him. Like that was the first time I ever tracked something for an animation. Because I was like, that's how I learned how to do stuff, by the way, is like, oh, I asked the streamer friends, hey, do y'all need emotes? I'll make like really goofy, low quality meme style emotes for you if you want, for free. Just because I want to make something. And I had made some stuff for Trevor, the Redfire X Trevor, and I was like, I'm inspired. I'm gonna make me a head bobbing like party Gandalf one. And so same for any content creator in the chat. If y'all ever need any like emotes, I can do simple animations and stuff like that. Hit me up and I'll try to do what I can for y'all. Okay, 100% for free. All right. I understand that you may want to, like, some people don't know how to use like Adobe Premiere Pro to make some stuff sometimes, or other things like that. Or if you just want emotes, like static emotes, I can do some again, I say it's more like a low quality meme style. You know, you look at my emotes, I think all of the emotes that are on my channel, I think I've made them all. Let me double check. Yeah. Every single one of those every single one of my emotes I've made. So by either snagging them, making them myself, and so if you need any help with that, just let me know. I can do some okay Photoshop. That's about it. But thank you so much for the 5 gifted, Tune, adding 30 minutes to the timer. Again, we're doing a costume-a-thon. Basically, whenever the stream ends, the timer will be paused, and every stream I have to put on a new costume. And I think I'm going to say if you gift 10 subs, you can choose a costume for the next stream from the costume setup, which I was supposed to get a list typed up and I didn't, but don't worry, we'll get that sorted. You get to choose what the costume is for the next stream. And if you give 20 subs, you get to choose what the costume is at that moment. I have to go change costumes like at that time. And if you want to do that for a breakdown for like donos, I know some people prefer to dono or super chat on YouTube. 1 sub equals $6, so you can do that math, and all that good stuff. And if you do donos, $1 equals 1 minute added to the clock. So there you go. Hopefully that makes sense. But thank you so much, Tune, for the 5 good to subs and subscribing. I really do appreciate that, Tune. Thank you. Standard, unless my comp teammates want to run ranked, I think. But I'm probably gonna play standard, just to help up with some people to level up. And some people to unlock ranked. Rip the nat one. I made a couple emotes for Sarah, not animated ones though. Hey, I can say whenever like before I went into learning how to do all that, like I do all my own thumbnails, and I was not a tech guy when I started. Even making simple or not like sketching and drawing emote designs, just making emotes, it's hard to do that. Like having somebody being able to do that for you to help you with that is such a big deal. So Tune, on behalf of Sarah, thank you for that, because sometimes we streamers just don't have the time to either learn or do that, and then you go pay for the emotes, and so it's so nice to be able to have people willing to do that. So thank you, Tune. Deal, start streaming request, howling wolf. Would you happen to have a white mattress? A white mattress? I don't know. I mean, I have a twin mattress. It's got a hole in it that the dogs ate into it. That upset me. That was a brand new mattress. It's cool. It's fine. I'm good. So what are you wearing? I'm wearing a Cheeto bag. I am a bag of Cheetos. Life's the chips, right? A white sheet? Do you want a ghost? I don't think I have a white sheet that I could go grab right now. But I could always go get one for cheap from like Walmart. I think that's what I was saying. Like somebody could. I don't have like a goal. I'm gonna be honest. My whole brain's been on like make the painting event plan so it goes as smooth as possible. So I really, I'll be honest, I didn't really put enough time and thought into the costume-a-thon, but I'm gonna work on it. Looks like you have a chip on your shoulder. Ha 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 ha. Let me add 2 minutes to the timer. Since you did the $2 super chat. Oh my gosh, chip on your shoulder. They were made by a Tune. Oh, that's just, again, that's so sweet, a Tune. Thank you. On behalf of Sarah, I'm sure Sarah's already said thank you plenty of times, but thank you. Because again, it's awesome to have that assistance as a streamer. I literally will ask, I made Trevor's emotes because he was talking about how he wanted some emotes, and I was so fed up with editing because I do all my own editing, and I was like, Trevor, what emotes do you want? I'll make them. They're not going to be like the highest quality, but they'll be funny. They'll be good. And he was like, okay, yeah, sure, this is what I want. So I made the explosion band, which is a pretty simple one. And I made all those. I like made the bot potato. I found like a picture of a robot face and slapped it to a potato. Made arms and then I made them to where they rotated. You know, just really simple, really. And then I got like a, you know, it was fun. It was good stuff. It's funny. The and Rich, thank you, Rich, for swinging in. How you doing today, Rich? I hope you're doing well. But I can get a white sheet. Ghost of Cheetos Past. Pop sounds. Yo, Rich, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Tsunami Gaming family. Make waves. Appreciate the follow, Rich. Thank you, thank you. Can we get some welcomes in the chat for Rich as a new member of the family and deserve a warm welcome? Please and thank you. I hope you're doing well today. A couple of those emotes I made for Trevor were just like grabbing a GIF and getting them like in the right size. But like the more simple ones was like making the robot, tracking a cutout of Trevor's face onto the rock, ringing the bell from I think the Baywatch movie he was in, and putting like the "Let's Go" there, and then the shack with the eyeballs tracked. My favorite's the ladle, just because I always spam the ladle in Trevor's stream. Ladle, 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 ladle. But thank y'all. But Rich, how you doing today? So more dunking. Oh, there's Romans, by the way, and this was Tony. Yeah, Tony. He's the pastor. Is it Ron? Oh gosh. Tony was like their assistant pastor, wasn't it? Or one of their lead pastors. I said hi. Ron. Yeah, that's Ron. That's Ron. That's Pastor Ron. Pastor Ron was super sweet, super nice. So helpful with all the setup. He was part of the, Romans asked his church to host the event. It was really cool. But again, take the time to get pictures with everybody. It was really fun. But again, Rich, how are you doing today? There was card game hangouts at one of the hotels, I think every night, and it was always a good time and a good vibe. This was, again, the icebreaker games and kind of like a section where you could kind of introduce yourself and do your icebreaker. So you have Romans, and that's Flat Cap Dapper Pastor, a man of many hats. Aki and Susie, so awesome. Destro, right? He was hilarious. He apparently made a song in the 90s. And so I think if I'm remembering that correctly, G-Funk, the G-Funk. We had me up there do some fun stuff, and then Jate. Jate was a vibe, by the way. I'm just saying. All right. Jate dressed as the vibe, right? We had Mermaid, Webby's wife, the day 2 dressed up as Spyro, which was pretty great. But I don't know. Like, Jade had the vibe the first day. Like, I think Mermaid won day 2, Jade won day 1, just because of the vibe. Like, I'm not gonna lie. 100% Mermaid won day 2 though. because the Spyro get up was awesome. So, dude, full sending jelly beans was meta facts, right? Because like we were doing the like 2 truths and a lie, and 2 truths and a lie was what we were doing, and like if people guessed the truth wrong in the crowd, they had to go and try to eat a Bean Boozle bean, and see if you got a good one or a bad one. And if you were up there and they guessed it correctly, then you had to eat a bean, and so, or you had to eat a whole bean because they ran out of the sour grenades. So I also got a funny picture of Romans. I thought it was you could see it, or I say I got a funny picture. Nick got the picture. I noticed Roman's face, and so I screenshotted it, and I thought it was funny. So I literally met Destro in the 9th hour. He's so great, dude. I got to talk with Destro for a short while, and I really wish I could have talked some more. He was a good guy. Again, everybody was good. Everybody was a good person there. It was so great. Y'all should try it if you can. I'm gonna let y'all know as soon as I know about the 2025 location and all the information of the 2020 of ReachCon ReachCon 2 2024 or ReachCon 2024 2, I think is what Jade said. As soon as I know where it's gonna be at and what time, when, all that, I will let y'all know ASAP. So that way y'all can try to get in on it and meet us there, meet people there, meet other streamers in person, be a part of the fellowship, be a part of the fun and whatnot. But Jay does dress like the main character. Honestly, his vibe was just immaculate. The aura. You're too kind. Well, Mermaid, you just had a cool Spyro outfit. It was awesome. I hope there's a picture in here with it so we can show everybody. How are you doing today, by the way, Mermaid? Jay was like a third of the photos and looked like a superstar and everyone, right? I'm over here like you see me, I'm just like, hi guys, I look like a youth pastor. Jade's like, what up? I own this place. He's like, I came in here to take names. All right. What up? How you doing? All right. It's so good. Oh my. Oh, the serious Aki. But by the way, Mako Rip the Bald. Like, man, feels bad. Yeah, Spyro was kind of cute that second day. It was. The Spyro outfit was very adorable, 100%. I went like, man, I would have worn my Warden outfit, but I haven't worn that suit in 4 years. I do not fit that suit anymore. I put on a lot of weight since then. I have the father figure. I am the shape of round. That is the in shape that I am. And I'm not going to lie, like hearing Rob Motti on day 2 talking about how he needed that physical workout to just be locked in mentally. I feel that because I came from a job where I worked with my hands every day and was physically active every day for hours a day, all day long. Was walking, working, lifting stuff, building stuff, mowing, weed eating, whatever. And now I'm not doing that. I need to try to get back into a workout routine. I need that. I think I really, really need that for my mental. Even more so, like the painting helps with my mental so much, but I think the workout would help me out even more. Give me that energy that I used to have all the time. I miss it. Jade is awesome. First time meeting him, he was great talking to him. Yes, Jade's a character and a great guy, great man, very loving, very kind, always willing to do his best for everybody. I'm excited. It was very fun, Solar. Can we go ahead and just do it next month? If it's in a place where I could drive, sure. Good, Chung Dun, I am tired. Take a breather. Good. Finally caught up on sleep. Right? I feel that. I literally, me and Bailey got less sleep at the ReachCon than we did with the previous part of the week and the week before that with our little kiddo Jeremiah having a sleep regression. Like, oh, Jake got mega drip. It's true. It's so true. I was so cold and Jake lent me his jacket and it made me look 30 times more cool. Order increased by 30%. Oh. I just realized I never told you what my major is to. I'm going to the Wilderness and Park Management. Hey, let's go. That'll be fun. So we don't make you mad and kick us off of places. Got it. Oh, here here we go. So you had Mako, who pronounced like taco, so we have taco. After nearly burning the building down, winning the Mario Kart tournament last night, and being a gentleman gamer. So I didn't quite get that story. So did his controller like start sparking? Because he said something about unplugging a controller. Did his controller catch fire? What was the bald man really that much of a gamer that he caught his controller on fire? Should probably just be done for the night, but I don't have the coffee table cleared yet. But I also need to make supper for Noah. We'll take a breather, make supper, get that taken care of, and then you can work on the coffee table. I was wearing that jacket with a photo with you, Sue. Best photo of the trip. You were. Wow. That shows how much I was paying attention to what people were wearing at that moment. We'll get to those pictures. Wow. I did not realize. But my brain just whew. But this was kind of like the main area where all the speakers were. It was really cool. This was early morning, day 2, and Susie had like a little morning message for us of encouragement, working to, being united. Oh gosh, Susie, I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. I remember 2 of them: being united and honing our skills. I can't remember the third one. So somebody help me. The message, yes, Susie nailed it. He literally had like what, 50, be different. There it was. Thank you, Samus. Be different. Thank you all, by the way, those who were at the con, for being here in the chat to help me fill in the gaps when I forget. I'm so thankful for that. There was so much. There was just so much good stuff. But we being united as content creators, being united as just believers in general, being different, don't go with the status quo type vibe. And then, honing our skills. He was telling us that, we've been given skills and we're honoring God by honing and harnessing those skills. And Evoke, thank you for that 2-1 resub for 40 months, Evoke. Adding 5 minutes to the timer for that resub. Thank you so much, Evoke. Evoke, how you been, by the way? Hope everything's going well. We had a Canadian there, Evoke. A born-again gamer from Toronto, I believe. A born-again gamer was there. Came all the way from Canada. Be excellent, be united, be different. Exactly. And we needed to be excellent in our fields. We were given skills and gifts by God, and we need to be willing to practice to stand out and be the best. It's okay to hone your skills and be the best, as long as you're giving that to God and not taking credit for it. But Hype and Hearts in chat for Evoke for the resub. I appreciate that, Evoke. Thank you for that resub, man. I hope you're doing well today. Again, Canada was represented here. And dude, y'all, my painting. Roman's wanted my painting up there all day. All day. Until Wolves at the Gate got there. And then I took it. I think Romans wanted it up there while they were performing too. But I went ahead and took it down because I just didn't want... Because if you haven't heard Wolves at the Gate, they kind of loud. And I love it. They're very much a heavy rock screamo vibe. And I was nervous on that easel with them jumping around on the stage, getting into it. I was like, I'm going to take that down. Yo, Charles! Charles, thank you so much for the raid with a party of 25. Dude, thank you so much for that raid, Charles. Can we get some welcomes in the chat and hype and hearts in the chat for Charles and Charles community? How was your stream, Charles? Thank you for getting that shout out for me, Evoke. I appreciate that. Charles, how was your stream? I lurked while you were in the middle of your Bible study. I'm so sorry. I couldn't hang out and hear what you were talking about. How was your stream? What were you reading over? We were kind of going over Reach Conference and showing pictures as we were there. I got to read you back. You did. Thank you so much, Charles. I really appreciate that. Those are hearts, right? They are. Yes, that's perfect. It was on a little timer. It already got, but you got it. You got it, Nick. She went very, very well. Reached 1,750 followers today. Let's go, Charles. Congrats. Were you playing some Elden Ring today and then did your Bible study, or what were y'all up to today? Partially because of Papa Tsunami? Of me? No. If you're not following this dapper man right here, Charles, one of the most dapper men on Twitch, not going to lie, you'll have a fantastic time with this gentleman here. See, I'm dressed up like a bag of Cheetos. Charles is dressed up like a proper man, proper gentleman. But Charles, thank you for that. Those coming in with Charles community, if you're there, let me know how you're doing today. What was your favorite part of Charles' stream? And what's your favorite thing about Charles? Please and thank you. Let me know. I didn't get to catch much, so I would love to hear some of the cool things that went down. And I just like being involved. And I have fear of missing out really bad. I realized how much of fear of missing out I have at being at the ReachCon. An anecdote. During his sermon, I saw Amanda flash him what I thought was a little peace sign. I thought it was cute, wife to husband. Then when the next keynote speaker was on and mentioned his wife was letting him know he had 10 minutes, I realized Amanda had flashed a 2. When I asked her what about it, she confirmed it was just counting him down. It was not the sweet moment I thought it was. It was communication, Wolf. It was just good, clear communication. Honing your skills as an act of worship, that's something I'm going to be holding on to, right? And that's something, honestly, Samus, that I've kind of stepped away from. Like, Samus and those who may not, or others who know or may not know, right, in general, I used to play a lot of R6. And I took a long time to really get good at that game. And I got to the point where I was not having as much fun with it, and it was being more bitter towards it. And then for like a year and a half, I stopped playing the game. And I was getting pretty good at R6. Not like Pro League level worthy, but pretty solid. Like higher ranks, people really enjoyed watching me because I was a better player. And recently I've been playing it a little bit, and so now I'm kind of conflicted. It's like, do I try to hone my skills back into R6 in the way I was, but be more healthy about it? And try to be a light in that dark space that is Rainbow Six Siege? I know the community. I know how to talk with them. I know how to play the game. And, you know, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. There was so much to think about. There was so much to pray about while listening to these speakers, Susie included. Again, in like 20, 30 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, he nailed a 3-part sermon, a 3-piece sermon, and spoke so much encouragement into everybody and lifted everybody up and just nailed it. It was so good. But Nick, how are you doing? I think I asked how you're doing earlier. I was just double checking. Again, Evo, yeah, let me know how you're doing, bud. After college, I might try to get a job at Big Bend National Park or Acadia National Park. Oh, that'd be dope. If I love going to national parks. If you get a job at one of those places, I'll let you know if I'm going there. Yes, the schedule these days, a couple hours of Diablo 4, and a couple hours of Bible reading and prayer, then a couple hours of Elden Ring. Oh, how Diablo and Elden Ring go, and what were y'all reading about in the Bible today, Charles? If you have time to answer that. I know you probably got to get some sleep. So when I try to refresh the stream, it doesn't work with this new thing that gives a little reel. Just deleted the raid part of the URL now. I'm not sure if you realized it does this now. I did not, honestly, Sunshine. That's weird. That's really weird. The Twitch app is weird. Like Twitch is adjusting some stuff on their website and on their app, and it's just stuff. Like I followed probably I've so far 5 or 6 streamers that I followed on my phone. I wasn't following them when I checked a few minutes ago, and so I had to redrop follows. As I don't know, their stuff is tripping. I love that he is such a gentleman. His love for the Lord, his genuine care for his community, the awesome Bible reading, and thoughtful prayers for everyone. That hits. It's true. Very genuine. Pretty good. I'm doing great. How was work today, Evoke? Were you having a chill vibe day, or were you trying not to drown? So I would pray about it. Yeah, I've been praying about it ever since Susie said that. Ever since he said that we have to, we have to sharpen our skills. At first I went straight to, I'm going to sharpen my skills with painting. Right? Like I want to do that to honor God and worship. But then it's like there's more to that. And Susie's like, if you're editing your work, you have to do your best to be excellent. And I'm like, dang, I hate editing. Like I have such a bitter feeling towards editing my content, right? Like I spend all these hours recording stuff, and then I have to spend triple to quadruple the time to just edit it into a format that I hope is more enjoyable. And I know because I'm a smaller YouTuber that it's only going to get maybe 100 views, and if I'm lucky it'll go to 200 to 500, you know. And so it's like, you know, it's such a struggle to stay motivated in that. And he's like, yeah, when you're editing you have to keep your skills honed. And I'm like, Susie, what are you doing to me? Why are you preaching at me right now, Susie? And it's like, even in your gaming, even in your streaming, it's like, he's like, don't have that above God, but like if you're streaming a video game, you need to be able to read your chat well and have conversation with them, because we're trying to be good people and we're trying to be influential and, you know, be talking with people and having relationships with people, and you know, you'll have an easier time if you're better at the game. And when he said that, I'm like, he's absolutely right. And then in his little Q&A, Susie had like an hour or two of a Q&A on the side after his speaking